Hello, welcome to Country Stitchers. I'm Liz.
Hi, I'm Deb.
And this is Charlie. He's hanging out with me today.
He's not leaving your side.
Yeah, he's got the corner. A minute ago he had the corner, my patterns, my thread, my marker.
Your glasses, everything.
Oh yeah, he was actually trying to put on my clip-ons. I had to move them up here just to get them away.
Welcome to another Floss Friends. Grab your stitching, hang out with us. I am going to be working on the Kaleidoscope. This is a book I'm pretty sure you can still get through Fat Quarter Shop. And they have quilting and also cross stitch in here. And so I'll just show you a little example. I did choose my own colors, but this is the design. And I have a really large piece of fabric, so I think what I'd like to do is maybe do 4 of them together.
Oh, cool.
Different colors, but do 4 of them. I am using the Aura floss. Again, you can get that from Fat Quarter Shop. I really do like this thread a lot, and I know we're gonna get people asking.
That is a spool pod.
Spool pod.
I bought a set of those. They are from overseas, and we had a really nice comment,
they're awesome.
Thank you comment from them when we showed those in Gadget Corner.
Yeah.
I use them for my sulky threads, and I also use them for my Trebon silks.
I was going to say silks would, even like 103s probably, or those would fit in here. Yeah, these are really cool, handy to get. And so that was a Gadget Corner.
And they come, I think, 5 or 6. Whoops! Escape eat.
Look.
Like on a leash.
Charlie, come on.
It's like those invisible dog leashes where the leash is stiff and people are just walking their leash.
That used to be really popular.
Thing.
Remember, kids would do that?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yes. All right, so that's what I'm going to be working on. Oh, one more question. When you see me bring my stand closer, this is a stand that was given to me by my Nana. It's actually a quilting stand. I have no other information on it, so sorry about that.
Well, what we do know is we can't find them made anymore. Jasmine was the name of it, and the company went, and then it came, and then it went. So
here, there.
And I am working on the Maryland flag crab, it's called.
Say that 4 times quick.
The flag's at the bottom, that's the second pattern. The crab's at the top, but it's done in the style of the flag.
Cute.
I'll let
you
Deb
have
hold
gotten
it up.
a lot done.
Yeah, this guy's moving along.
Did you just start that?
You haven't seen what I've been working on. I have a bunch of stuff I've been working on.
Really? Good for you.
So
that's good because I've been totally slacking. Look at that. Is this DMC you said?
Yes, all DMC.
Cute.
Real simple. It's red, yellow, white, and black.
Off the back there.
Red, yellow, black.
I'm sorry, you said you're doing the crab or you're doing the flag?
The crab.
The crab. Okay.
Yep. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'll tell the story. I was going to wait and tell the story on our next video because it's one of those stories that, So, I was trying after Ivan died to get something to just keep my mind occupied. And so I pulled out several things I wanted to work on and was just trying to work through them. So I started on this. Let's see if I can find the right place I had it tucked. And I got the top section done where his little eyes come out, and I had the left side and right side going. Just working away, having a great time. And then I just want to show you what the 200 stitches I put in looked like. Yeah. So there's more to this story than just that 200. So this is where I was when I started. Got all that done. And then promptly realized that I oriented my frame on my stand the wrong way.
Oh no.
And it wouldn't be big enough to put my crab on after I got it set. Yeah, his little claws would have gone off the edges. I went, I can't believe something that basic. I forgot to turn it in my frame. I mean, it was in this square one, so all it really amounted to is getting my frame mounted. Anyway, just a little brain dead. This is what the next attempt to start looked like, because I stitched all the red on my second start in yellow. So that was the second start, and then there's another start. I'll show you on another project. But anyway, so
oh man,
It has nothing to do with how long you've been stitching. It just has to do with where your head is when you're stitching.
Exactly, that's right. So true.
So when I did that, I thought, I have to have a visual to support this. Nobody will believe I had 200 in before I started over.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Aw.
I was thinking of you while I was doing it because of that one time you told me you had a section in and you were busy ripping it out. And I thought, yep, I know that feeling.
Yep. Yep. We had McKenna's baby shower.
Yes, we did.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. It was a big crowd, but she got everything I think that she needed. And
There were a lot of people there.
yep, everything. It was a beautiful shower. It worked out really well. Got everything taken over to their house except for baby clothes because they stayed here to get washed. But I said nothing else can stay here.
In fact, you guys need to go too. Just go. We're done.
Anyway, so it did. Their house is coming along really nicely. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen some pictures. Oh my gosh. In fact, they're so funny. If they get all the plumbing done, they would actually like to sleep there this weekend.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah, I said, oh, that is the best. Like when you just, I remember us moving into a house and just taking the mattress and just sleeping on the floor on the mattress. It's just so much fun.
It is.
So it's coming along really nicely. Rhett's room is completely finished and ready to go. We had found some bedroom furniture, a whole bedroom set for them at a mud sale. That was painted and it's in their bedroom, looks great. So, you know, the kitchen appliances are getting hooked up, the gas is getting, you know, turned on, all kinds of, it's just happening really quickly. So I really do think that they'll be in.
Yeah,
I do.
I'd be surprised if they didn't.
Me too.
And it's gorgeous. I love her colors.
Yeah.
The colors she chose are really pretty.
Yeah.
And I was curious as to whether she was doing it through the whole house, and that's neat that she is.
She's a little, you know, it's her first place. So she's a little gun shy on choosing colors that are going to stay permanent. You know what I mean? Like all the walls are white. I said, that's okay. Once you live there for a little while, you know, you change what you want to change when you want to change it. But it looks very nice. And so we did that. We also went to Vegas and had a good time there. Came home and have been working over at her place and getting all kinds of stuff done. So I have
You've been busy.
not really stitched at all. So I'm glad that you got some stuff done.
I know what mine looks like.
Oh man.
Yeah, you've been
Crazy.
on the road.
Busy. Now I have to figure out where I am again on this.
Yeah, I thought I had marked this too, and I realized I didn't. I'm going to keep my eye on it though, because we're not going to take out the next 200 stitches. No way.
Oh, why not?
Why? So you could say you were here for that?
Yes.
I was there for that.
I knew you when. There I am.
It's kind of fun after a while of stitching with overdyes to just pick up the DMC and have it just be
Oh, yes.
straight out.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
We have all our daffodils bloomed about 10 days ago. And now we have our hyacinths are all bloomed. Our tulips are growing, but they have not bloomed, thank heavens. I'd like them to wait a couple weeks and come up at Easter, but
I know.
I don't know how that's going to play out. And I've pretty much gotten my head around the fact that I think we're done for the season now. I think our days of expecting a white storm are over.
They better be, because now I don't want it. Oh my.
But it would be hard to imagine at this point.
Yeah, wouldn't it? I mean, the trees are all budding, all their flowers, everything.
Yeah.
It's all that grasses, all the little tufts of grass are all starting to grow.
It's really funny because
So pretty.
I've watched that ridge now for 13 years, watching the season of it change. And I know which colors come in first, what trees bloom first. And I was looking at it and I thought, wow, we're at the third level of color coming onto that ridge. And it won't be long before we've got
Oh, definitely.
all of those trees completely bloomed. blossomed. Well, I guess that's with flower, but it's funny that the super light green comes in first, like the willow trees and things like that. And then the red leaf trees tend to bloom on the ridge. A certain kind, I don't know for sure, because I know it's not our red leaf maple, because that would make our tree bloom too.
Okay.
And it doesn't, but it's pretty cool to watch them all come in. I still have not seen deer though. So,
oh my gosh, we had 9 walking across the back pasture last night.
Did you really?
Oh, they were so cute.
Well, I miss them. I know they have different places that they congregate around the field in our yard. So I'm thinking they're up farther in the field. They'll make their way down eventually, but
and you can't tell right now with the buck or the doe because they've lost their antlers, so you can't tell who's who. Who is that?
Unless you check their driver's license.
Yeah. Excuse me. Do you have a permit to be on this property? Trying to remember what count fabric this is. Oh, hey, look at that. 36 count. Wow, I should do this more often. Oh, this is the cream and sugar from Fiber on a Whim.
Yep.
This is nice fabric. Love when I'm prepared. Doesn't happen much, but... Oh, I did do a little bit of stitching on my montage. Liz was over the other day and we got to stitch a little bit, which was nice. Very, very nice.
It was. We had great chicken salad sandwich.
Today we're going to have BLTs. The whole house smells like bacon.
It does.
Logan's going to come home and be like,
Oh, man. Okay.
This one reminds me of sitting at the pool, though. I always had this, not always, but I would have this one out at the pool, stitching on it in the lawn chair, and that was so nice. Pretty soon it'll be that time, hopefully. This is the opening day for trout season, too.
Is it really?
Yep, this Saturday. Yep.
Well, that would get a bunch of people out.
Yep.
Hope it's nice weather for them.
It's supposed to be 72 on Saturday.
I guess we'll be feeding.
Yep. So Matt made all his spinners. He's ready.
All right. We're going to see if we counted this right.
I took my stitching along because I really wanted to stitch on the plane, but I was too tired. My eyes were so sleepy. I just couldn't do it.
So what was the best meal you had out there?
Oh gosh, I don't remember the name of it, but it was, oh shoot. It was like,
Was it a hotel restaurant? Standalone?
No, it was a standalone. We did go to Martha Stewart's restaurant. That was good. It was noisy. It was really, really noisy. This other place we went to, and we all sat around a big table, and it was like, the chef kind of did a menu sampling for us all.
Oh.
So that was really nice because then you got to kind of just taste a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Which was really nice. Martha Stewart's restaurant that we went to was in the Paris resort.
Oh, okay.
I did have like a fettuccine alfredo with truffle. You know how I love the truffle on there at her place. Oh my God, she had the best bread I've ever had in my life.
Really?
I could have lived on her bread.
Wow.
Yeah, it was so good. There was a focaccia bread in this basket that had like herbs, like fresh herbs in it, teeny little slices of of like scallion and tomato, fresh basil. Oh my gosh, it was so good.
So the bread itself, was it like a white bread? Or
it was focaccia, yeah.
So it had a, okay.
Mm-hmm. And then she has these other, I mean, there was a few different kind of breads in there. I really could have just lived on the bread basket. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Oh. Mm.
And were there, like, was there oil and things to dip in, or was it just with butter, or?
They gave you this butter. It was a very sweet cream, like a sweet cream butter.
Yum.
That was really good. Yeah. Yeah. It's a good thing we walked everywhere. It's like, oh my gosh. Oh, jeez.
To your waist. I mean health.
Yeah.
There was a restaurant on a trip I went on, convention in San Francisco one time, and it was delicious. A friend was with me, and we walked. Smart also, because it was an Italian restaurant. Definitely needed to walk afterwards. But you waited in line, and the line would wrap around the block, just like that pizza place in Chicago. And when you get into the restaurant, you're waiting in line, and the line would go past different checkpoints. Like at one place, you could go past the bar in the line, and you could get a cocktail while you were still waiting in line. And then you went a little farther, and you're watching all the meals being prepared behind this counter.
Oh, wow.
And it's this huge grill, and they had every kind of pasta you could think of, and they were doing all kinds of veggie and seafood prep on the grill to go with the pastas. By the time you sat down, there was nothing that you had smelled that you didn't want to try.
Yeah, right.
I mean, they were smart, but it was interesting because you sat down and then they brought it to you. You placed your order as you were going along the grill, and then you sat down and then they brought it to you. It was just very different. And it was called Little Joe's. I don't think it's, well, I shouldn't say. It was an experience. Definitely not a restaurant that you had to get all duded up for.
Yeah.
Very casual.
And they also, they always usually have the flower show at that time when we go. And that's in the Bellagio. And so I went over there, and oh gosh, it was just gorgeous this year. They did more of like a rose theme, and they had these hearts made out of roses, huge, that you could walk through.
Oh, neat.
And then they had these swans in the one pond area. I'll show you pictures. Oh, it was to die for. Made, I mean, each feather was placed on the swan. It was just so pretty.
Oh, so they were created as well, not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they were huge, like big. Like the size of not quite a Volkswagen, but they were big.
Okay.
It was just gorgeous. And every time it's different. Like they never do the same thing. They always have a different, theme.
Uh-huh. And the flower show is by a flower company? Like
no, I don't really know. I'm not
Okay.
sure. I'm not sure.
Where we lived in California was the valley. It was called the Valley of the Flowers because
Oh, really?
they grew the seeds for companies like Burpee.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
In the springtime when those flower fields blossomed, it was just breathtaking.
I bet.
And you could go up into the foothills and see the fields all the way out to the ocean practically, like right from the fields. Then you had the little community. Then right beyond that was the dunes, and it was just beautiful. In fact, the cover for our yearbook, my senior year, I think it was our president and vice president of the class, I think, sitting in the middle of the flower field.
I was going to say, I bet that was popular for everybody to get their senior pictures there.
Well, they didn't do a lot of the senior pictures there.
No?
But
maybe that wasn't popular then, like it is now. You know how
yeah,
everybody kind of
does their own format. Yeah. There were a couple of photos in our yearbook that were of a different format, but the majority of them were the old-fashioned wear your special bib and tucker and do your hair and
And pose the
Give us
exact
your
same
best-
way as everybody else.
Yep, your best mug pose that you can. Yep.
You always had your hand like this.
I know. Looks studious.
How does this look natural?
Yep. And please make me look smarter. Well, it looks in spite of myself like I might have actually counted that correctly.
Yay!
Yeah.
You didn't want to do a fourth start?
Well,
Oh, come
I'm a
on.
little worried.
You're on a roll.
Yeah, not the right roll though. So the other one that I had the false start on was my Monopoly board.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I had gotten, it's broken into like corners. So you start at one corner and it goes out both directions from that corner of the board. And then you move on to the next. And so it's done simply in the pattern book. Unless partway into it you decide that you're going to use a different stitch for the border.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I was working on it all cross stitch, and then I looked at that and I thought, you are really not thinking this through very well.
Say, you might want to do a different one.
Yep. So I went, you know what? We're going to make this an elongated cross stitch, and we're going to do 2 at once, because it was 2 rows side by side all the way around the board. And I thought, yep, I like that idea. Because I'm using a different stitch in the properties that make it a little quicker than all cross stitch. But also, because it gives it kind of a neat twist as a needlework board to have some display of different stitches. So
Definitely.
I wanted to pick those up in the border. So there's this pile of black fuzzies that after I stitched those, and it was more than 200 stitches on that.
Oh, no.
You know what I used to take them out on both pieces, by the way?
What?
Do you remember the gadget that we were sent that's a surgical scalpel?
Oh, yes.
I finally figured out how to use it. Desperation. I had tried it once before, but I was pretty much using it 1 stitch at a time, just tucking under it and opening up the stitch with the blade and then taking it out individually. And I thought, I remember her saying how easy it is to just drag it across your stitches and not have to sit there and do that. And I thought, but I'm not brave enough. I'm afraid I'll cut my linen. So it took me a little while, but I finally got down to where I had the...
You had the nerve?
Yeah, the nerve and the technique. And it is a lot faster.
Good.
It's amazing how fast you can undo what you do.
Yeah. How come it took so long to put that in?
I know.
And not as much time to... It's like when you cook a big meal.
Yes.
And then people want to get up from the table in 10 minutes. You're like, no, you are sitting here.
You see those sweet potatoes still on my plate?
It took me all day to prepare this meal.
I am
I
having
don't even
those.
think of getting up.
Yeah, we were talking about our Easter supper yesterday at dinner. And it was funny because we talked about what we had for Easter, what we had for Christmas, what we had for Thanksgiving, and nobody came up with any ideas about what we're gonna do for Easter.
Oh, really?
We just got into all the discussions about what we liked about all our other holiday meals, which I thought that was fun, but I was looking for a little direction. All right, if I did this right. Press. Hey, that's right.
All right.
Boom.
That's always a good feeling.
See. It is. All right. Oh, yeah, it could go up higher. Do I want to do that? I don't know. I had this idea. I haven't stuck to it yet, which is if I were to outline some larger areas, I could just sit during TV and fill them in, not have to count, which is not a bad idea, but it does mean you have to not fill them in.
Yeah.
And I filled this one. I wanted to make sure this was right, so I did fill this one in. I think I'll outline the next section.
I can't believe it'll be Easter soon.
I know. And EB will be back to visit. I have not watched Hop yet this year. I'm waiting. That's the cutest
That
little
is a
show.
cute one.
We were at the store. Or no, Rick was. and he picked up, you know, the little peeps on the legs and they go click, 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 click.
Oh,
click, click.
yes.
So he brought one back for the girls from the hardware store the other day.
That's cute.
And I got up and they're playing with this on the kitchen table, having a great time. And Carly said to me, what do you want to name it? And I said, well, what is that chick's name on Hop? I said, that would be a good name for him. I said, the one that stands on the shelf and wiggles his little bottom around while they're playing the drums. I said, he's fun. I said, we should name him that. Well, we couldn't come up with his name. And last night I'm in bed. Of course, that's when
you think of it, yeah.
His name is Phil.
Oh, really?
I remember now. So I was in bed going, Phil. Because Carlos is the big guy who gets himself in trouble. And then Phil is his little accomplice. It's like, okay, I remember now. So I think I'm going to name it Phil. I don't know who has a chick named Phil, but EB had one.
Cute.
I also was looking at the map last week at the difference in the weather all the way around the country.
Mm-hmm.
Man. So a real variety of what's coming down.
Yeah.
I remember some holidays when we had Easter in Nebraska and we weren't sure if we'd have to wear our winter coat over our Easter outfit because the wind and the temperatures were not cooperating. And then Mom would have us take off our coats, stand out back on the patio.
Yeah, real quick.
Yep, and take the Easter picture.
Okay. Well, half the time around here, we don't even get a warm Easter.
Yes.
And then all the Easter dresses, I remember always buying McKenna's Easter dress. They were very, very summery. You know, I mean, sleeveless or just little tiny sleeves and
that really lightweight fabric.
Yeah. Well, you have to cover up that beautiful dress with a jacket.
My mom made us the prettiest Easter outfits one year. I think we have a picture of us. But it was made out of a wool, but it was a lightweight wool and it had like a herringbone sort of look to it, but it was black and white with fine little lines of yellow and red.
Really?
Yeah, it was really pretty. And the outfit was, the bodice was solid, the skirt was that type of fabric, and then it had a shawl. But like a cape jacket, it came just to your waist and it buttoned at your neck and came over your shoulders. And she always made our outfits, and she made that one for us that year. And I always liked that one. I remembered that the other day, and I thought, yep. And that one was warmer. She was thinking ahead on that one.
Yes.
She knew the weather that year was going to be a little cooler. So we actually could smile during our picture. We weren't trying to keep our teeth from chattering.
I had a white shawl. And I don't know if it was crocheted or not, but I do remember that. Always having to put that on for Easter.
Yep.
I wish I still had that.
Yes, aren't there some things like that you think back about?
Yeah.
Carrie brought home some bulbs the other day.
Yeah?
I think we're gonna add some more hyacinths, daffodils, and tulips. I think she had some tulip bulbs too.
Okay.
And they were plants that weren't going to be able to be used in the arrangements that they were doing down at the nursery. So she gave them to Carrie to bring up, and we're going to throw them in the garden.
Nice.
My hostas are like 3 inches.
What?
Yes.
Oh,
the leaves haven't opened, but you know how they come up curled?
Yes.
Yep.
I don't think my hostas are up yet.
Well, these are on the side right by the driveway where they get sun all day.
Wow.
So I think that's the trigger for them, but I was shocked. Because they are in between all my daffodil batches, so I don't want them to come up too quickly and then
and overpower them.
Yeah, they'll obliterate my
They'll bury them.
daffodils. We have our fair share of bunnies out and about too. 2 more. I want to show them.
Oh, you want to show them your progress on that?
I do, and I want to show
I want to see it. I didn't even see it yet.
my pillow, too, that I finished.
Oh, yes. That's right.
It's good. I was feeling so charged to finish that when I got home, and then I got caught up on everything else and didn't. That should do. How long will I live before the Ladybug Picnic song doesn't come into my mind every time I count in a sequence?
The Ladybug, huh?
Do you know that song? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ladybugs went to the Ladybug Picnic.
No. Oh, I was thinking was the ant one.
Oh yeah, there's that one too. Yep. This one was a Sesame Street song. I think they
I love
used to
Sesame
sing.
Street.
I think that's where I heard it. Anyway, and I know I don't have all of it left in my head, but I always want to go at the end. Ladybugs went to the Ladybug Picnic. And I don't know. I've never seen like congregations of ladybugs anyway, but
Not like you can see like an ant trail.
oh, but you know what? I say that now, and then I remember they had an infestation of ladybugs in Illinois in these empty houses when we were house hunting.
Really?
Yeah, only they aren't the ladybugs like we used to play with. They're those red beetles with the black dots. Do you know what I mean by the difference? Like,
I don't think so.
okay, well, ladybugs that I'm used to have sort of an orangey red wing sort of color to them, and these had this deeper red color with the dots. Maybe it's just a local thing, but
okay.
Anyway, they filled like the area where an air conditioner would have been in the wall. They were all over the windowsills. So they do congregate.
Kind of like our stink bugs.
Yes, only that was the only difference. They did not come equipped with that lovely smell. Gosh. Never thought I'd ever say that about a stink bug. 2, 3. Oop, sorry.
That's okay.
All right, you stay there. All right, so let's see, where did I stick my pillow? So Deb was saying how she worked on her montage the other day, and I had brought my pillow thinking that I have just about enough time to stitch to finish this, which turned out to be accurate.
Yeah.
So this is the Stitch All the Things by Erica Michaels that I picked up last year after Nashville. And this is
Hold on one second. If I
my
can
version.
Get the stitch in.
I did not put the heart on this one. I liked it.
I like that.
Without.
Yeah, I do too.
And I'm going to do this. This is the pillow version. I would like to do the strawberry as well. I need to fill in some holes in my wool felt. I don't have a lot of her newer, Erica Michaels' newer strawberries and pillows and things have more pastel color wool felts on the top of the strawberries or on the pillows in one way or another. So I was thinking about getting some other colors. Mine tend to be deeper colors for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not really a pastel kind of decorator.
So I got to try to find it. But anyway, we got that done.
Yeah, that's
and I
awesome.
have everything pulled to put it together. This wouldn't be the one that had. Yep. I was pulling colors for a pillow I just got. Oh, and then I did show Deb this last week. I'm going to use this linen as the bottom of the pillow. So it's
that's
a little lighter than the one in the picture, but I like the grays gray.
Yep.
So it'll
looks
work.
nice. Very nice.
I lost my love. He took a new spot and side. He says, "You're not touching me. I'm moving." So this is a pattern I just got, which I don't think you've seen yet.
What's that?
I ordered it. Let me see. Okay, this is from Scattered Seed Samplers. And it's
Oh,
called
look how
Acts of
cute.
Kindness.
I love the blue.
Isn't that a cute little pattern?
Oh, look at the babies. Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
got little baby bunnies. So I brought the fabric and threads I'm going to use. I'm going to do it
Oh, that
on
is so cute.
a piece of fox and rabbit.
Is this
I bought.
new this year?
No, that was 2021, I think it said.
Oh.
I just had not seen it before. And I was
Isn't
out
that cute?
looking around and picked it up. Now there's one color I don't have here that's in the palette, but this will give you an idea. I think I'm waiting on... Okay, so Crystal Lake is a brighter blue, like a powder blue, and it's in another project. I just don't have it in here. And then oilcloth is the, I think it's a brown, but I don't know which. Oh, okay. I think it's the tan color inside the bunny's center here is the oilcloth.
Okay.
But I'm going to do it on this paper bark fox and rabbit.
Okay.
I think that'll look cute on there. It's similar. It's
Oh,
just,
yeah. Yeah.
doesn't have the same over-dyed look to it as this does, but I like it. It'll be cute on a pillow. And it's 36 count, so.
I like that blue.
It says my bunny will be 3.5 by 5. They stitched theirs on vintage beeswax,
Okay.
which, well, I have a piece of that. I just don't want to use it for this project.
Very cool.
Yeah, I like the colors.
I do too.
You see how that bunny hatches.
Did you work any more on your chocolate bunny?
I did not.
Okay.
Well, yes, since you saw it last, I have.
Oh, okay.
But not this week.
Okay.
And we'll talk about this on our next video. But Deb and I, when we were showing that last time, I said it was 56 count that I was working on. And then we laughed and she goes, you said 56, you mean 46. And I said, yep. Well, then I got home and I'm stitching on it and the paper fell out. And that piece for that bunny that I'm doing is actually 56. So teeny tiny.
Yeah, yeah. Over 2.
Over 2.
Okay.
Yep. So it's going to be, I'm trying to remember the color. It's not coming to me, but you'll see it when we show our stitchies next time. And there was one other one. Oh yeah. I wanted to show you the Monopoly board. Hello. Make sure the needle's still on.
Oh, okay. Good.
So I started on the first page and it goes down from go towards the beginning and then it goes back. So you've got Park Place and Baltic on the same corner. So you got the cheapest property and the most expensive, I think, in that first section. I should look. But it's going to be... All right, so when you leave... Yes, Boardwalk and Park Place are on the right side and Mediterranean and Baltic are on the left.
Oh, yeah.
So you've got both of them joining up. Oh, yeah, probably the front's probably better. Now, they suggested you can use any color on the outside edge, and the back is done with blue around it. The front was done with red around it, but I decided to continue the black all the way around the outside as well as the borders of the game itself. So mine's all going to be in black.
Okay.
And then I did the coolest thing because I have trouble with counting and I use my counting pins. But this is going to be a lot of counting to get these all started. So what I did was every 10th stitch in my elongated vertical cross stitches, I completed it. And then I did half the stitch for the next 9 and then completed the 10th. So I have a visual now, and I will have the whole way around to count 10 at a time when I get the border done to place anything above it. So that worked out really well. I like doing it that way. And then I did a different stitch in the top sections of the property. They're going to be done in Smyrna stitches. And that's what I'm doing up there.
Yeah.
And then I had an idea about something else. I'll have to wait and see what that was. But see when it comes to me.
Back to you.
Yes. It had to do with the tops of properties. I think it had to do with around jail and free parking and go to jail. Those three.
Oh, okay.
What stitch I'm going to use in those if I change the cross stitch. And then the trains are cool. They're just black. I might use a little satin stitch in there or some kind of stitch in the trains. That would be fun. And the Monopoly in the middle. Definitely play with that.
Yeah. That's so cute.
It leaves a lot of room.
And the fabric is?
This is called light green. It truly is. Light green Lugana.
Definitely went out on a limb for that
Even
one.
weave. Let's see if it's actually, and I don't think it might have the word antique, but I don't think so. I think it's just green.
That's cool. You're using your, what are these called again?
Yes, silicone straps. I can't remember the title, but they were a gadget too. We had at one point. Okay, this is
Yeah, because that's a lot of fabric to hold.
Drum roll. Lugana green.
Oh, okay.
The very, very explicit color.
Isn't it?
Yep. 32 count.
32 count.
Yep.
Wow, look at that pink.
I know.
Where's that go?
One of those.
One of the tops, isn't it?
I think it's Indiana, Illinois, and
Oh, really?
Kentucky.
No, I think they're red. Oh, well, wait a minute.
Well, there's. Let me see what the symbol is on that one and the number. Which one you were looking at? The pink.
Yeah, there's a really, really bright pink. Maybe it just goes to something little.
Maybe. Let's see what color it is. 600 and 602. And they do it by section.
Oh,
so,
sorry. Okay.
So what's
Nope, nothing there.
may not be in all of them.
Yeah. Nope.
Nope. Yes, yes. No, 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 yes.
600 and 602, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go. 602. Oh, they want it in there, in your
chance.
question mark.
So chance is in pink. And that's 602. So I wonder where they use
Yeah.
the 600. Oh, down here.
How come you don't have a symbol?
That's interesting. Oh, you fill in. Okay, so they are
Oh,
on
look.
these
Okay,
properties.
fill in with
So
600.
Virginia State.
So
and
next
St.
to
Charles.
the electric company,
Yeah.
right over here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Virginia States and St. Charles are the pink ones.
Oh yes, now I'm thinking of it because it's right after jail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I knew these weren't both red. I just
Right,
couldn't
right.
remember which
I
one
knew
was
these
the pink.
were.
Yeah.
But I didn't remember it being that pink, but I guess it is.
Well, it's everybody's guess, right?
Cool.
Little Monopoly man's going to be funny looking, isn't he?
Yeah, that's so neat.
Now, that's interesting.
I can't wait to see that finished. What?
He's not on that one, but he's on that one. Oh, do they give us options? I think
Oh.
they give us... Okay, there's one.
Oh yeah.
Is there a different way? There's the
Yeah,
other one.
yeah.
Original. Okay, so...
So the original did not have the guy on it?
Yeah,
Oh,
the original
really?
one didn't have the man on it.
Which one are you going to do?
I'm going to do the man. I like the man.
That is pretty cool.
He's fun because he's not
Yeah.
on there anywhere else on the game board.
No.
Well, now we've solved. Those of you who are joining me, I'm working on the Monopoly board. Which one are you going to do? With or without the little guy? Yeah, it looks naked on the other side without
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And that's straight across as opposed to it.
Yes, I know. I like this.
I
Yeah,
do
that's
too.
cute.
Did they angle the cards on that one?
You know what? When you get this framed, you should also put it on a Lazy Susan. Like have
Yeah.
that mounted on the back.
That'd be cool.
So that when you're sitting down to play, you can just let it
Spin it.
spin. Yeah, that would be cool.
Now I
Very
have,
cute.
Carrie wants to know who I was stitching it for. And I said, well, I was actually stitching it for Kevin and Carrie's home. And she made a face and I said,
Yes, so now you'll be stitching too.
I said, that's what I said. I said, well, let's see how fast it goes.
Oh my gosh.
And the truth is,
We'll
I
have to
know
get
that,
Carrie stitching.
yeah, oh man, I told her that the other day too. I said, we've got to find something for you to do She wants to do beading and macrame, which is cool.
Oh,
so
well, yeah.
I got her some beads the other day.
Yeah. Macrame, that's neat.
Yeah. She played with some of that.
Hannah took a couple classes on that and did some of those plant hangers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're neat.
Yep.
And a couple other things to put on the wall.
We did them in middle school, Carol and I. I did belts and even sold them to my teachers.
Yeah, I liked the macrame belts.
Yep, I did too.
Yeah. Isn't it funny how it all comes back around?
I know.
And it's cute because then the kids that are grown up now, they think it's brand new.
I know. Do you know what was the joke? Oh my goodness. We're in Walmart, the twins and I, on Saturday. We're walking around and they both walk up to me at separate times and say, Mom, spell I cup. I said,
oh,
guys, I said, please. I said, not here, not now. I said, we did that when I was your age. And I think my parents did it when they were my age.
So cute.
And they said, no, you have to spell it, Mom, so you understand. I said, I do understand. So then the next thing they asked, what was it? It was another joke that went around every generation in school. And they just don't understand that this didn't happen before.
Yeah.
It is so comical.
It is
like
cute.
You said. This is the first time for everybody. But
oh gosh.
Oh, and it's never. I don't know how to explain it. And then now, when they tell me something that they've learned,
Yeah.
and it's not real,
Oh.
and I look at them and I say, "And where did we learn this?" YouTube.
I saw it on YouTube.
I get the sigh with it now because they know I'm going to ask them what their source was, and they get disappointed.
Your next question should be, and was it Country Stitchers?
That's what I said.
It's the only YouTube you're allowed to watch.
I told them. I said the exact same thing. I said, YouTube tells stories and makes things up because they're entertaining, guys. That's their job. And I said, the only channel on YouTube that doesn't tell stories and make things up is Country Stitchers.
Well, we tell stories.
But we don't make it up.
No.
Well, we try not to.
They are painfully real.
Yeah, we may not be completely forthcoming, but the
geez.
stories actually happen. But it was so funny. I told them, you may not watch anything but ours if you're looking for truth.
That's funny.
And my goodness, the number of channels that show kids how to take normal household things. I want to just delete every one of those channels from YouTube. Because all you get is a constant onslaught of, Mom, do we have?
Oh, really?
Like empty toilet rolls or empty this or empty that.
And what they're
making things with them on YouTube. And it's just, I think it's great that they're that creative, but they're wearing us moms down and us moms down with all their ideas. I can't imagine what life with me would have been like if
oh my gosh.
the internet was around and I was little. I'd have had to do everything I saw too. Remember he told you we lost a pair of glasses?
Yes, did you find them? No?
Yes.
Yes, where were they?
Down the road, on the stones at the road to the farm.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, are they okay?
Nope.
Oh no.
He brought the pieces back.
Oh.
And the funny thing was we had adults go look for them that didn't see them the day they lost them or the day after. I don't know, to be honest, that they were in any better shape that day that somebody walked down there to look, because if they'd been run over by then anyway, they wouldn't have been useful.
Yeah.
But oh my word.
What a shame.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, just what you need, another appointment.
That's why we were at Walmart on Saturday. And you know what we found out?
What?
We can't just get another pair of glasses. We have to go back through the whole process again and getting them examined because it's been more than a year. When did we start making a year prescription for glasses?
Yeah, I know.
It's just all about getting revenue from your insurance.
Mm-hmm.
As frustrating as it is, you still have to do it. But, and I don't begrudge the girls getting, their eyes examined, but All I wanted was to replace a pair of glasses that went astray.
Yeah.
And we missed it. Are you ready? 1 week.
No way.
1 week earlier, had I gone down the day we lost them, we could have gotten a replacement. Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, that week makes a big difference.
Uh-huh, sure does. I wanted to say something about it, and I thought, no, can't fight City Hall.
That reminds me, I have to go pick up my new lenses.
Didn't do that yet, huh?
No, they called when we were in Vegas saying that they were in.
They didn't deliver them to you there?
No.
Good as DoorDash anyway, right?
Anyway. Well, I'm getting hungry. Are you?
I am. Just smelling that bacon.
I know. I went into a store one time and they had these candles in there, and they actually had a candle that smelled like bacon.
Really?
I don't think I'd want that because
No.
I want, if I'm going to be smelling it,
Yes.
then I'm going to want to eat it.
Yes.
So why wouldn't I just cook it?
And I hate to say this, but bacon is one of those scents that when it is in the air, you'd probably rather it not be lingering that long.
Well, yeah, not for, I mean, good grief, even when you cook bacon, it's like days.
Yep.
That you still, every time you open up the oven or whatever,
Yep.
because I always cook mine in the oven.
The girls, they say to me, I'll come out and I'll say, guys, can you hit that fan? I said, our bedroom is now going to smell like bacon for the next 3 nights because the air, you know how air flows through a house a certain way? Yep, our bedroom gets the kitchen air.
Okay.
And so which is not all bad. We get the cakes, the brownies, the cookies, the roast beef, all that. But bacon is one of those that just stays. So I was always trying to remind them that we need to turn that fan on.
We went to Bible study Sunday morning, and we get out of the truck, and because we were a little bit late, so Matt drops me off at the farmhouse, and I get out of the truck, and you just smell it in the air.
Oh.
It was like, oh, somebody had a good Sunday morning breakfast.
And it wasn't your group having breakfast.
No.
Bummer.
It was in the air, and someone somewhere was having it. Maybe they were cooking it out on their smoker or something somewhere.
Ooh. For heaven's sakes, I missed that stitch.
All righty. Well,
last one.
Last one.
Yeah. Put it in the wrong spot. Well, not really the wrong spot. Just missed the thread.
I like this fabric too. That's cute.
Yeah, it's if I'm not mistaken, it is country mocha, but not vintage.
Oh.
It's just the basic country mocha.
Really?
This came out in the 90s. Well, that's when I saw it.
Oh.
I was up at Stitchin stuff in Reading, and it was there, and I got some, and I liked it. And then when we went to Nordic Needle, I got like I got a 1/4 yard of it, a whole yard.
Yeah, nice. It almost reminds me of that natural.
Yes.
But I like it on this better than how the picture looks, where it's a creamy,
sort of a peachy almost.
Yeah, it does have like a peach look to it.
I didn't care.
Which could just be the picture, but
and it could just be, yeah, we know what that does.
Yeah.
We were just looking at a pattern. We'll show you next time, but it's nothing like what it looks like.
Nope.
I got the threads and I went,
Yep.
Deb goes, that's not the same. I said, nope. I said so too.
Well, thank you for hanging out and stitching with us. And
Yes.
we'll be back soon. Not sure
Yeah.
when, but
We have lots to talk about when we do get back.
Yes.
We're working on lots of information to share. She's gonna go, don't you dare, and I'm not.
Okay.
Leading her on.
Oh my. All righty. Well, we will see you soon.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know if we'll see them before Easter or not.
When's Easter?
Next week.
Oh. If
Isn't
we
it?
don't see you,
Oh.
have a nice Easter.
Anyway.
Yes. And if we do see you, we'll wish you Happy Easter again.
Twice. Alrighty, take care. And
as always,
share the joy of needlework. See ya.
Bye-bye.